Okay, and the countdown begins. Okay, pretty soon we'll find out what we get. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Sunday. All right, how could you not start out your day with this vision? Right? An A4 Skyhawk. Whether they fly F-18s now or something like that, but I just love this plane. It's so elegant, so simplistic. Maybe it's not on the insides, but you know, it just does its job, and you always got to respect that of a plane. All right, so I'll have to figure out what it is I'm saying when I go back and put stuff together. But so last night I went to sleep thinking, I'm so tired of FSD, because it showed me the big red hands on the big red wheel last night. And all right, well, somebody in Tesla land heard that frustration. No, I don't think so. I think it was just my turn in line, and hopefully it means that all the rest of y'all are getting this that have FSD. Anyway, they dropped FSD 12.3, and in fact, Grandpa's sitting here chewing on that update right now. Yes, does that mean I gotta wait 25 minutes? Yeah. But so that was the thing that was hitting me, was like, okay, I got one more day left of this trip to be, what's the best way to say it? Okay, just say it, right? Well, so for me, FSD is both good and bad, but having driven with FSD more and more on this trip has got me more and more comfortable with what he's going to do. Like, you can anticipate what he's going to do before he does it, which helps in managing what's going on. Okay, so like, I know if I want to go back to the outside lane, go to the right after passing a vehicle, I know he's going to like, well, I need to call Elon, get personal permission, you know, and then I need to look at the sky for a little while. In other words, he takes a long time. Now, I think what it is he's looking around, he's evaluating, making sure it's not stupid. Unlike when he initiates it. No, whatever, okay. We'll see that when we come. My impression is I like leaving distance between, especially a truck, when I'm passing him. FSD doesn't believe in that when it's FSD's idea. And I think part of that's driven by, oh, there's a car behind me, I need to get out of its way, because it might be a California road rager. Yes. Okay, whatever. So there's that part. But you know, like last night, as long as I can put minimal lane changes on, and I forget to do it. I forget to do it when I start. I guess what it is, you know, the only time you have to be aware of it every time you get back in the car is when you're on a trip. Maybe that's what it is. When I'm starting out from home, it's 2-lane roads, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it until I get onto 1431. Then it's a 4-lane highway, right? So I have time for it to register and say, oh, I better go make sure that's on. And even then, there's not that much traffic, so it's not too big a deal initially. But you know, when you're getting on Interstate 10, as it is right here, when you're coming on and you're invoking FSD as you're in the entrance ramp, because it's more or less clear for the outside lane, FSD will say, oh wait, I can go to the inside lane. You know, I don't know if FSD just doesn't have the capability to see far enough back, but when you see a pickup coming up on the inside lane on you, and you're in the outside lane, you don't want to go to the inside lane. Oh well, it's like you've heard me say, so it's like a 15-year-old, right? And sometimes like a 15-and-a-half-year-old who's getting in the car for the first time. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Yes, it's downloading. As soon as it downloads, as soon as it does its stuff, we'll push off. And the good news is I'll get a chance to experience version 12.3 on a road trip. Yeehaw. Well, what do you know? They got one of these over here at the Santa Rosa rest stop in Florida. And I've never seen these before. That's not fair. Over at the Round Rock Outlets, they have something similar, but not quite like this. Okay, welcome to Bucees in Robertsdale. We'll come back to that. So let's bring up the trips. 47 miles, 45 minutes. Wow, okay. 356 watt hours per mile. Man, I'm burning energy like it's for free. And it's not. But anyway, well, yesterday it said there was a slight northwest wind. Anyway, I was just doing what FSD said. Okay, so first segment, first 47 miles on FSD. Wow. That may be a little bit too strong a statement. Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe a little too strong. But pulling onto the highway, nice smooth acceleration. Wow. Usually I either get Pokey, who's messing around, or California Road Rager, who wants to get us killed. I mean, this time, now, you could feel your back going into the seat. So for some of you who don't like that acceleration, it may be just a little too much. Not that I'm saying it's too much, but I'm just admitting that might be an issue for some. But it's not California Road Rager acceleration. Okay? And it's not Pokey where, well, I know the speed limit's 70 and cars are flying by at 85, but I think I'll go from 20 to 40 for the next 5 minutes. You know, that's dangerous. Okay, whatever. What is going on here today? They're setting up cones and stuff all over the place. I don't know. Okay, with that said, okay, there's that part. There's another part where we're going along, we're in the middle lane, there's a semi in the outside lane. The semi drifts onto the line separating the two lanes. Now, FSD 11.4.9 probably would slammed on the brakes fairly hard. FSD 12.3 let off the accelerator and wait for him to recover. That was impressive. Okay, now, to be fair to you all, I had a semi pass me going through a 60 zone, and then when speed limit went up to 70, he was already in front of me, and I just followed him most of the way. So there's not much room for anything to go wrong there, unless of course something goes wrong in semi, but you're just going the same speed, just following, you're just blindly following the semi. Okay. Coming up on the Bucees exit. Well before the exit. I don't know how far exactly, but he turned on his right turn signal saying, hey, I'm going to get over here. Okay. Now, when he got on the exit, yeah, he came in kind of hot. He was still saying it was 70 miles an hour. For some reason, when he got to the traffic light to turn left, he said, oh, it's 20 miles an hour. You're like, what? 20 miles an hour? Are you crazy? Okay, so I keep my foot on the accelerator to keep the car moving so we don't get run over or be too rude to other people. I mean, 20? It's not 20 here. If you wouldn't say it was 30, I would accept it, but 20 is too slow. Okay. So he followed up, came in, made his right turn, made the right turn in, and he came right to where the superchargers are. All that part, perfect. Now, it looked like he decided to stop at the first supercharger, but he was so busy rocking the wheel back and forth and jerking, brake on FC off, I'll take care of it. And I came down to the third one, right? There's plenty of superchargers. You don't have to park right next to the pretty red Model S. Anyway, there you go. Wowzers. All right, guys, welcome to Covington. We're in a parking lot with a Target, Marshalls, Ross, that kind of stuff. There you go. Anyway, 160 miles, 2 hours, 31 minutes, 283 watt hours per mile. Yeah, so there were periods of time when the rain got somewhat heavy, but to make it worse, you know, when a car goes by you, it's picking up all the mist from the ground, and yeah, that kind of blinded FSD. So, and I get it. I mean, there were periods where it was kind of pretty hard to see. But anyway, so speed limit was 70. It would degrade to 65, and then degrade to 60. What's interesting, one time we had been degraded to 60, we're driving at 60, and then a car went by, and FSD, oh wait, I can go faster. Then we went to 65. Then a little bit later, another car came by, and he upgraded it to 70. So part of what he does depends upon the traffic around him. Okay, whatever. Other than the excitement of all the rain, nice, quiet drive. Okay, welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana. Yes, I have been here before, and I'm back again. Let's get plugged in. 117 miles, 2 hours, 12 minutes, 295 watt hours per mile. It's starting to even out, but we're getting there. Okay, welcome to Beaumont. I'm sure this has a secondary name. It's on Walden Road. And because of construction in Beaumont, I think navigation was having a hard time with where I was. Like, I was about to exit. So it kept, stay left. Yeah, just tell me where I'm going. It wouldn't tell me where I was going. Okay, whatever. 137 miles, 2 hours, 3 minutes, 276 watt hours per mile. Yeah, that's about right. All right. It is what it is. Let me get plugged in and get charging so I can keep moving. Okay, welcome to Katy. Okay, 110 miles, 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 262 watt hours per mile? Wow, how is that possible? I guess there's a lot more slower traffic than I remember. Okay, whatever, let's get this thing plugged in. All right, welcome to Bastrop. Yes, it's a compromise place, right? 102 miles, hour 31 minutes, average energy is 324 watt hours per mile. Okay, so that's why we're stopped here. As we're driving along, navigation eventually recalculated and said we're going to stop in Cedar Park to charge. And then Cedar Park has dropped from 10 down to 5%. So even that's not really going to happen either. Well, it's not going to happen now because we're stopped here. So anyway, whatever. Okay, here we are at HEB. 51 miles, 55 minutes, 309 watt hours per mile. Okay, 18 miles, 27 minutes, 228 watt hours per mile. Yay, I'm back, yay. Okay, I'm not worried about that. 133 over the last 5 miles. Awesomeness. All right. I don't know, what can I say? So coming into HEB, FSD was well, first of all, I wasn't even using FSD, but it was because he was acting like, oh, I can't see, oh, I'm degraded, And so one of the thoughts I had was, well, maybe my windshield, maybe there's something on the windshield, or maybe there's something else going on. I don't know. If I were to assign a human thing, or if it was a human, I would say, yeah, he's probably tired. And that'd be a fair thing to say, but it's a machine, so it doesn't do that. But whatever. Peace and harmony, it doesn't matter. It's actually all good. Okay, I guess I hadn't worked up the energy to go through this for the last day. So for day 7, the travel time was 14 hours, 30 minutes. The miles was 742 miles. I took 6 stops. The time for those stops was 2 hours, 12 minutes. I added 222 kilowatt hours for a cost of $75.04. Wow, Bubba. And looking at these stops, it seems like I'm adding a lot of kilowatts in each one. Yeah, it adds up. But then again, it was 742 miles. Okay, this is interesting. Of course, the difference is the price of gas. The price of gas is going up, but and it was $3.30, I think, in Florida for regular unleaded. All right, so here you go. If you take the number of kilowatts added, no, I'm sorry, take number of miles, divide that by 25 for an average of 25 miles per gallon, you get 29.60 gallons. Okay? The total cost for that gasoline is $86.07. Now, there is another part to add in here, and that is, could you handle a camp mode? Now, I mean, in Florida it was 91 degrees, is that right? Or was it 81? I know it was hot, relatively speaking. I mean, we haven't even next winter yet, right? I mean, spring was yesterday, but wow. Okay, whatever, there it is. Have fun with that. Okay, my $75 to your $86. Which way does it go for you? Huh? Yeah. Okay, so for an overall, the trip to Orlando was over 7 days. So driving split in various different ways, but whatever. So the distance was 3,842 miles. The total kilowatt hours used was 1,124. Average energy was 292 watt hours per mile. Okay, so that 292 watt hours per mile indicates what the impact is of driving at highway speeds. That is driving at 70 in a 70 zone, or 75 in the 75 zone. Okay, so you use more energy to drive that fast, without a doubt. Because just driving around town, staying well under 55 miles an hour, I'm getting to 50 watt hours per mile. So there's that part.